Hello guys, welcome to sportsbookraeview.com. I'm your host Natalie Van Rijstrom and I am joined by the crew today for the very best betting show that ever existed. I've got Stuart from tipsterhq.com, Alex from Need for Tips and sports writer Martin Green here with me today and back Thursday to give our very best bets. So first of all, welcome Stuart, how's it going?
Very good. New camera, as you may be able to see, and it's made everything very weird.
It has, and we've got a full layout of that room of yours, which is quite interesting.
Yeah.
A lot to see in the room.
And if Teddy comes knocking on the door, you're definitely
going to see him.
He'll be there like,
oh. And Alex, how are you doing? I know you're very busy on your social media pics as well, and you're keeping a record of that. How's everything going?
Yeah, I had a first week. It was a bad week because, as you guys already know, it's tough to bet at the start of the season. And Martin also said last year and also this year that it's really tough to bet at the start of the season and the end of the season. So, but everything is going good. Little by little, we will be on the right track and we will make profit again also this season.
Oh, I hope so. I hope so. We are minus 12 units of profit. I did say in the last show the only way is up. Clearly not the case. There is also down. But it is the start of the season. We started off last season negative as well. So I have full confidence. And Big Spike, a.k.a. Martin Green. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, thanks, Natalie. Yeah, I second what Alex says about the start of the season being very difficult to generate too heavy a profit because you don't have the historical data of each team's home and away record. It's a bit hard to see how all the new signings that they've made in the summer are going to integrate. So just like him, I prefer to really get into it and increase my stakes about 6 or 7 games in and then take off towards the end of the season.
Yeah. Now, for those who are joining us for the first time or who know a little, not so much about us, we throughout the week are handicapping games. Alex, Martin, Stuart, writing about most of the leagues, most of the matches. And so when we come together on a Thursday, they are really like our very best bets, the ones that we feel most confident about. So this is really a good show to watch if you want to know, have the very best bets of the 5 top leagues. Anyway, I am going to bring up the record. We bring it up every week. We are transparent, and so you can see best bets. Larry over there, if you can hit the button. We are minus 12 units of profit, and then we break it down by tipster. Average price there, 2.27, accuracy of 41.3%, ROA 85.6. So with the least amount of loss is Martin, up on top there, minus 1.4, followed by myself, minus 2.6, and then it goes down. But listen, like we said, start of the season, and we feel confident we are going to bounce back pretty soon. Let us start off. So we start with the Premier League and we work our way down. So Premier League, Ligue 1, Bundesliga, Serie A and La Liga. Also big shout out to everybody watching as well. I saw Anes, Pronósticos Deportivo, Barca Man, everyone here. It's great to see you joining in. Any games that we don't mention, let us know. Ask us on the comment section. All right. Kicking off, as always, with the Premier League. Myself, I'm the only one on this one. Leicester versus Liverpool. I love this one, to be honest with you. Liverpool have come out of the starting blocks looking just an incredible team and really rooting for them to win the Premier League. Obviously fighting for the title with Man City, the 2 favourites there. One bet that has come in twice now, 3 times, is Liverpool win to 0. But Leicester at home, I'm not too sure. Liverpool minus 1, I'm going to do 1.75. I think at the very least, I'm going to get my money back. I just feel really confident about that bet. I think you should take it regardless. Very worst, you get your money back. All right, Crystal Palace versus Southampton. And this is another bet that I like as well. Really good to see Martin, myself and Stuart on this one. Stuart, if you're tuning in for the first time, is known for his crazy bets or finding the best value that the weekend has to offer. So Stuart, let's start with you and what you're going for.
Well, you like the crazy bets, so I don't want to disappoint. I have been against Southampton every single game this season. I think they're doing really, really badly. And yet my system says in this one, Southampton are going to win. So I've got to go with it. 4.38 with Pinnacle. That is not my banker of the week. Let me make that very clear right now.
All right. So going with the Saints win, Martin. I'm guessing I'm hoping you're on the other side. What are you going for?
I'm guessing you're not.
I am.
Just because I'm not going for Southampton, no way. What are you going for, Martin?
Yeah, I'm on the Crystal Palace win in this one. It's a little bit risky because they've lost their last 2 games, but I feel that Southampton at home is a fixture that they really can win. Wilfried Zaha will be the best player on the pitch for me, and he can really run rings around a shaky Southampton defence that have been conceding goals with alarming regularity this season. They really haven't plugged the gap left by Virgil van Dijk. And yeah, they just don't look at all as strong as they have in recent years, Southampton. So I think Crystal Palace will be very disappointed if they don't win this one. 2.02 on Eagles win looks good to me.
Yeah, I'm with the home win as well. Obviously not quite the value that the Saints have, but I feel confident on this one, kind of really agreeing everything Martin said. Over on the Premier League Punters show that we do every Wednesday, 3 p.m. Eastern time. Again, it was the banker of pretty much all of us. It was mine especially. Crystal Palace at home, priced odds of 2.02. Everton versus Huddersfield. Again, 3 of us on this one. Alex, Martin and myself. Alex. First bet of the weekend. What are you going for?
I wanted to say also hi to some of our new viewers. Brian L, that is first time on our show. Also is the birthday of Tanmay Kate. Happy birthday, Kate. Hope that we'll have a good week because of your birthday. Also some old faces, Ad Hoc, also Eric, Daj, and also Anthony. Welcome, guys. So, my first bet of this week, Everton versus Huddersfield. I had enough of Huddersfield. Everton and over 1.5 goals in the match at 1.91. I think that Everton are really good this season, and I think that they should destroy Huddersfield. I think that they can score at least 2 goals on their own. Yeah. This is why I'm going Everton and over 1.5 goals at 1.91.
Nice. Yeah, I think so as well. Martin, what do you like here?
I think Huddersfield are looking in trouble here. I'd be worried if I was a Huddersfield fan. They've only scored once all season so far. That was a 6-1 defeat against Man City. I think they had that first season syndrome last time around where they sort of defended quite doggedly, but that seems to have gone out the window. Whereas Everton have started the season really, really well. They've been unlucky. They've been down to 10 men in 2 of their games, but they're still unbeaten, looking very good going forwards. I fancy them to win this one relatively comfortably. So I'm going for Everton -1 Asian handicap at 1.94.
1.94, yeah, I got that at 1.92. Martin, I'm with you as well. Obviously, it was tough. 3-0 Chelsea, 6-1 Man City for Huddersfield. But I tell you, that draw, that 0-0 draw against Cardiff, I think that was the one for me that really summed them up and looking like a team that will really struggle this season as well. Away at Everton, Everton -1. I think it's a moral as well. I found 1.92. I did notice somebody recognized my t-shirt. I don't know if you guys know Ocaso. I'm going to recommend it. It's been going for 2 years. It's in Costa Rica and it's a big music festival that happens early January. So if you like to literally party in the jungle, it's pretty crazy until 6 in the morning dancing away. This is it. If you're going to come to Costa Rica, come and party at Ocaso. It's in Tamarindo. Super recommend it. Okay, what else? Cardiff City. Yes, Cardiff City versus Arsenal. Martin, you're on this one. You had Arsenal and the over 2.5 goals. You said not to let you down, but now at Cardiff City, what do you like?
Yeah, I certainly put this one in my rundown of the Premiership plays that I liked. I think Arsenal could win this one. I don't think I actually marked this in my best bet selection. I may have done by mistake. But yeah, I think Arsenal can win. I was actually tempted by Arsenal to win to 0, which is a pretty crazy bet when you consider how the Arsenal have been defending. But when you see that Cardiff haven't scored at all yet this season, it starts to look a bit more attractive. But maybe Arsenal with a -1 Asian handicap might be interesting here, or maybe -0.75 Asian handicap.
Did you not mean to put your name down in this game?
No, I meant for Man United Burnley.
Are you going to go for? Are you going to go? All right. Yeah. Well, just if you want to get the odds there, I can remove your name from the thing. But Arsenal win to 0 2.8 and Arsenal -1 odds of 2. Yesterday I got the odds of just the Arsenal win at 1.62, which I thought was very nice. So those are some bets there that Martin mentioned. Alex, what do you like?
I think that you like that, Martin. Arsenal and over 1.5 goals in the match at 1.85 against Cardiff, a team that I think that will go down for sure, maybe fighting for the last place in the Premier League. So yeah, Arsenal bounced back in last weekend with a nice victory, and I think that they will try to extend that before the international break against a very, very poor side, Cardiff. So Arsenal and over 1.5 at 1.85.
Yeah. I don't know which bets go for my official thing. I think I'm going to do Arsenal -1 at 2. I'm not sure whether Cardiff can score goalless right now. Winless, goalless. They're really kind of living up to how we thought that they would in these first sort of couple of weeks there. Some bets coming in. Mohamed Youssef is going for -2.5 Arsenal. Barcelona, Aubameyang to score any time at 1.83. Arsenal win and the over 2.5 goals at 2.24. So very nice indeed. Right, headed over to the Burnley versus Manchester United match, which I'm happy I'm still staying well away from. But Martin, you're on this one. You like this one. What are you going for?
Yeah, I think I will actually go for Arsenal -0.75 Asian handicap, please, Natalie, on that Cardiff game. I'm feeling emboldened now. I think we can take them. If we can't beat Cardiff, then Arsenal should just give up. All right, this is a
saying that for years.
Yeah, exactly.
Tottenham was saying that for decades, but they still kept going. So there you go.
Oh my God! Oh my God! I smell a war, another war coming on.
I think this is a risky one, but I'm tempted to go for Burnley +1 Asian handicap at 1.76 because I'm intrigued to see how Man United get on. I think the players might feel that if they have one more defeat, Mourinho will get sacked, and I think a lot of them want him to get sacked. So they might just put in a really bad performance to try and give him the push out the door. So I think that could present an opportunity for Burnley.
Yeah. Alex, I know you're not a massive fan of Jose Mourinho. Do you think that's what the players headed to Burnley? Do they want Mourinho out? And there's definitely value on Burnley, interestingly enough. How are you playing it? What's your bet?
I'm not playing this one, but I will. I think that this is the best approach, Martin's approach. I think that even a Burnley win might be not so risky. I mean, with a small stake, you can also make that bet. I'm really happy now that my team Steaua is 2-0 at halftime against Rapid Vienna in Europa League. At this score, they will qualify in the group stages. Yeah, I think that Mourinho should go. I think that he had to go after Tottenham's match because that was humiliating for him. I think that Pogba is making fun of him every time that he's touching the ball. He's making fun of Mourinho. This is what it appeared in that specific game against Tottenham. I think many of the players are underperforming and they are not doing anything, even 50% of how they used to play last season or in last seasons. Also, the huge problems between the club vice chairman Ed, I don't know what, I forgot his name, but with Mourinho,
Woodward.
because for example,
Woodward.
Mourinho wanted Martial out of the team, and the vice chairman made him a new contract for another 5 years with Manchester United. You know, something is totally wrong there. So till we don't see Mourinho out, which I think that his odds for being the first Premier League manager out are very low right now. I think that till that time nothing will change in Manchester United, and I totally agree with Martin's bet. But I said that I will not even touch Manchester United till I will not see something going with that team.
Yeah, I'm with you as well. Yeah, it was on the sheet there, so I'll take your name off that match. All right, we're moving to Ligue 1 now, where our resident person in France is going to take over. Stuart?
I thought you were going to talk some more about Manchester United, Natalie, and their wonderful result.
I have nothing. I did it. I did. I wasn't even. I didn't. I wish I could have even just skipped the match yesterday. I just don't even want to know right now. I want to bury my head in the sand and hope it all goes away. So, Stuart, over to you in Ligue 1.
Okay, over to Ligue 1. We've got very few matches this weekend. There's only 3 matches we're going to be taking a look at. The first one is Angers against Lille. And Martin is the only person on this one, so I'm going to go straight to him.
Thank you very much there, Stuart. I had a good time with Lille last weekend. I backed them, I think it was 2.1 to beat Guingamp, and they did, 3-0, convincingly. Angers have started the season in dreadful form, 3 defeats out of 3. They have had some tricky games, to be fair, but losing 1-0 to Stade Rennais isn't really anything to boast about. So I think Lille can keep up their good form, and the odds on a Lille win are pretty attractive. But I found 2.21 on draw no bet, so I'm going to go for that. Lille draw no bet.
I quite like that, I'd say. Yeah, Angers are not particularly good right now. Okay, moving on, we've got Dijon, Martin's favourite mustard, against Stade Malherbe. And Martin, you on this one as well. I've got something. Shall I go first on this one?
Go on then.
I'm keen as mustard on this one. I'm with Dijon. Home win, 1.95 with William Hill. I think they've got a very good chance. They've started the season really well. I think they're up around 3rd in the league right now. Unbeaten, and Caen not looking so good. So that's what I'm going for. What have you got?
I'm going for the Mustard Men too. They are looking in great form. 3 wins out of 3. They're second in the table, 9 points. 5 points clear of Monaco already. 5 points clear of Marseille. Leaving Lyon behind. It's looking great for the Mustard Men. I got even money on them yesterday, but yeah, it has gone into 1.95 now. Still think 1.95 is a price worth going with, but if it drifts out any further.
Yeah, I got even money as well, but obviously the odds have drifted, so I didn't want to give those odds out on this show because giving odds that are 2 days old doesn't really make much sense, does it? Okay, moving on to the last Ligue 1 game we're going to look at this week is AS Monaco against Olympique Marseille, and it's Sunday's game. Alex, you're on this one.
I just wanted to tell Natalie that you cannot take a break from your favorite team, because
I'm just stepping back. I'm taking a hiatus.
You cannot take a break.
I am taking a break. I need like 2 weeks break off it. I just don't want to think about it. No, I'm taking a break. I can.
Listen,
you can do whatever you want. I'm taking a break.
Martin is with Arsenal for such a long time.
Yes,
And miserable
I know.
And what moments that what happened with Manchester United right now? He never took a break, so you are not allowed to take a break.
Yeah, I should follow Martin's lead. Yeah, he's put up with a lot over these. Sometimes we've had videos. He's been slated for being an Arsenal fan, haven't you? Yet you like stand strong. No, I just don't even want to watch the game. I'm just taking a break. After the Spurs game, I'm just done for a second. I just wanted like a break. I can take 1 weekend off against Burnley at least. But go on.
Alex, what's your bet for Monaco against Marseille? This week's big
Alex Classic. Alex Classic at 1.9. I think that nothing more than an exciting, thrilling match, high-scoring affair between 2 classic teams in Ligue 1. Offered us both the 2 teams offered us great matches in the last seasons. I think that 7 from their last 8 matches saw both teams to score and over 2.5. And just one of them, Monaco, won 4-0 at home. So with that said, nothing more than the Alex Classic at 1.9, both teams to score and the over 2.5 goals.
All right, interesting. I think it was Ad Hoc that set a line for the number of classics that were going to be mentioned in this show, over 2.5 goals. I think my money's on the over right now. Now I've seen the first one. And I'd like to say, Anne S. chiming in here, she's taking a break from Bayern all season long. People do it.
It's easy to take a break when you've been everything.
But I was just going to take just a couple of weeks. So there we go. You are allowed. It's just the hearty Martin doesn't. He's the pillar. He's the example for all of us. But I'm not as strong as Martin.
We've got Ego Kostic saying Reims Montpellier, both teams to score. I'm not sure how I feel about that one, I have to say. I'm on this one as well, and I'm going to go for a Monaco win. I think they need to shake off their slight lethargy. They did really, really badly last week, and it's time for them to get back on the horse. So I see Teddy's out there with his football again. But yeah, 2.8 for Monaco and me. Again, not my double.
All right.
Or my banking. All right, that's it. We're moving back over to the Bundesliga now, which goes to Natalie.
Moving back over to Bundesliga, yes. Hannover versus Dortmund now. And Alex, you're on this one.
Dortmund are on fire. I think that they will surprise us this season. Another incredible signing today or yesterday when it was announced. Paco Alcacer from Barcelona. I think that he will be amongst the top scorers in the German Bundesliga. I don't know if he will play this away match from Hannover, but the way that Dortmund outplayed RB Leipzig in the first match 4-1 for Dortmund, I think that they should extend their incredible form with another win away at Hannover. So I'm going Dortmund and over 1.5 goals at 1.82.
Nice. Yeah, good odds there. Bayer Leverkusen versus Wolfsburg. Stuart, I'm going to guess you're on the away win.
I'm on the away win. Come on, the odds are high. The odds are really high. But Wolfsburg have a really good record in this match. And Bayer Leverkusen, I think they're a side that are not as good as we've seen from them in previous years. So I think Wolfsburg, although they're not a great side at the moment either, I think this is one they can win. And at 5.5, serious value there.
Yeah. So sorry, yeah, I missed you in that first part. Did you say you are going to go for the Wolfsburg win?
Yeah, I'm on the Wolfsburg win. Of course I am. Look at the odds.
I know. All right. Okay. Next we have got, Stuart, again, Augsburg versus Mönchengladbach.
Yeah, this one, Mönchengladbach are actually the favourites in this one, and they're my tip as well. Again, this comes down to head-to-head results and the odds that are available. And I think 2.73 is actually really good. I wouldn't go below 2.65.
Yeah.
And people really need to shop around for the best odds, try and make sure they've got the most value they can. I'm pretty sure you know a site they can do that. But I'm on Mönchengladbach with Pinnacle.
SBRodds.com, shop around for your odds. Yes, get the best bang for your buck. Also, just for our viewers there who may not know, but Wolfsburg and was it Wolfsburg and Mönchengladbach? There's enough value there if you want to play either a double chance or a draw no bet. If you want to step into it a little bit more cautiously, Stuart obviously being crazy, he likes to jump in head first. So there we go. Fine. Next one is Hoffenheim versus Freiburg. Martin.
Yeah, I like the look of this one. Hoffenheim had a very difficult fixture to start the season. Bayern Munich away. You're never going to have much joy there. And they predictably lost 3-1. But I don't think they should be too disheartened by that. They're up against the Freiburg team that lost at home to Eintracht Frankfurt. So I think they'll be low on confidence. I think Hoffenheim, Champions League team now, can pick up the win here. Just to get a bit more value, I've gone for Hoffenheim and the under 4.5 goals at 2.05.
First Martin classic. There we go. All right. Yes.
Where that from?
Okay. Next, Martin and myself are on this one. Stuttgart versus Bayern Munich. What do you like here, Martin?
This is a bet that worked out well for me last weekend. I went for Bayern Munich half-time, full-time, and I'm getting back on that one again. Let me just check the odds that I got there. 1.9. That's a good set of odds, I think, for Bayern Munich. They've started the season strong. They're looking fit and sharp. I think they'll come flying out of the traps here and show Stuttgart who's boss.
Yeah. I'm agreeance with you there. Going for the Bayern Munich win, combining that with the over 2.5 goals, 1.75. Stuttgart, a decent home team. It was their away record that really let them down last season. 7th last year. I think there's a possibility that Stuttgart will contribute on the score sheet as well. So Bayern Munich and the over 2.5 goals, 1.75. And I did read as well, I think, when we started the show, some people were even liking Bayern Munich and the over 3.5 goals or the over 3.5 goals. So yeah, I think it's going to be an Alex classic sort of game here. All right, where are we? You're not on the Leipzig, I see. Still not on the Leipzig. I suppose the odds are going to be low for that one against Fortuna Düsseldorf. Not on the Leipzig.
I'm also on that match, Bayern Munich versus away at Stuttgart.
Yeah, it's on the list.
You are as well. Oh, okay. I think this cheap. All right, go on.
I have both plays. I have your play, Bayern Munich and over 2.5 goals at 1.75.
Yeah.
And I have also Martin plays because I really love it at 1.9 halftime, full time, and I think that they should revenge the last result when they lost 4-1 with the Stuttgart, and they should destroy them and make an S to come back to them for this season.
All right, cool. The next one is, and just myself is on this match, Schalke versus Hertha Berlin. I'm going for the Schalke win at 1.8 there. I think it's good odds for a home team that are looking for their first home win. Obviously, they lost their first match at Wolfsburg, and again against a team, a mid-table team really, who struggle on the road. I thought there were decent odds there for that Schalke win, 1.8. AC Milan versus Roma now, moving over to Serie A. So we've got Serie A and La Liga left. Then we will run through all our bets that we're going to give. So if you guys want to write them down, and then obviously our NAP, our banker, and our two-team parlay. So over in Serie A, AC Milan versus Roma, and Alex, what have you got?
Over 2.5 goals at 1.8. It's the beginning of the season, and despite the rock-solid defense that AC Milan, that AS Roma had last year, they are suffering right now. 3-3 with Atalanta. Yes, they won 1-0 against Torino, but AC Milan are a different side right now. Despite not being able to maintain that two goals lead against Napoli last week, they are scoring goals, and they will score a lot of goals this season. So over 2.5 goals for me at 1.8.
1.8. 1.89, Alex. Shop around for your odds. SBRodds.com. Going to go for the over 2.5 goals. I would be even actually tempted to make it a classic, to be honest with you. Alex classic there. Both teams to score and the over 2.5 goals. Obviously, Roma had a rock-solid away defence last season, but they've lost a few players, and I think that AC Milan should be able to contribute on the scoreboard as well. But I'm going for the over 2.5 goals, 1.89. All right, next one we have got is Bologna versus Inter Milan. Alex, what do you like here?
Inter Milan, yeah, they are struggling. Still, I think that they are very good. Bologna are the only side goalless till now in 2 matches. They couldn't find the back of the net in 2 matches against Frosinone and Spal, two very poor sides in Italy. Frosinone, if you remember, Martin specified that they are like Benevento this season, so we should take advantage of that. Inter should bounce back with a win here. Inter and over 1.5 goals at 1.95.
All right, awesome stuff. Moving on, I'm just reading some of the comments on the thing. Okay. Bologna versus Milan. Okay, Stuart is up next. Chievo versus Empoli.
Yes, this is probably, this is one that was definitely in my Crazies article, let's be honest. Empoli win 3.3 with Bet Victor.
Okay. Lazio versus Frosinone, Martin.
Yeah, I do have high hopes for Frosinone. I'm still really hopeful that they will become the next Benevento, so I'm going to oppose them here. I'm not sure how Lazio will get on this season after losing two of their best players in the summer, but I still think they should have enough about them to win this game. I'm going to back them to win to 0 because I'm not really rating Frozinone's strike force, and the odds there are 1.9.
All right. Great stuff. Yeah, I've got a couple of win to nils I was going to run past you, Martin, when we get to them. Some in La Liga. We'll see if you're going to play those. Sampdoria versus Napoli, Alex.
Carlo Ancelotti is doing miracles at Napoli, and despite losing some of their names, I think that his experience as a manager is saying the word here. Napoli and over 1.5. This week I'm combining a lot the goals market with the winners market. So here I am again, Napoli and over 1.5 goals at 1.85.
Yeah, I know. A new classic for you this week. It's I've got a recurring theme as well. I've got a lot of -1s on the Asian handicap as well that I've got on my cards. Okay, and Celta Vigo versus Atletico Madrid. I was looking at this game, Martin. Win to 0?
Yeah, they could well do a win to 0. I'm just sticking with a straight Atletico Madrid win in this game. I know they're the away team, but they phenomenal record against Celta Vigo. If you look at it, I think they've won at least their last 6 games against this team. Yeah, that's home and away, no trouble. So I'm going to go for Atletico Madrid, straight win, 1.82.
Yeah. That's the one I'm on as well. Was looking to bump it to a win to 0. I'm really liking this Atletico Madrid side, and I think fantastic odds there for the away win. Okay, moving on. And it was Real Madrid Leganes. That was another one I was looking at. But the odds are low. -1.5 there it's like 1.4. I know, like you guys aren't playing it officially. Does anybody have like any leans for this match?
Both team to score in that match at 2.35.
Yeah.
Both team to score.
Really? You go for the both teams to score? Interesting. Okay, Levante versus Valencia, Alex.
Yeah, it's a derby. It's the Valencian derby. Both teams from the same town. Always interesting match. Yes, Valencia yet are trying to find their shape, but are not impressing. But I still think that they are the better side from the two teams. 2.15. Yes, it was a banker for me last week. Valencia win, and they disappointed me against Espanyol. But I think that it's time for them to bounce back because they have an absolutely amazing squad this season, and they should fight for the 3rd place at least there because they are very, very strong. So Valencia to win away at 2.15.
All right. Just Larry here. We've got a Larry on chat, and he's got some good bets. He's saying Madrid will concede. Simple. Both teams to score. He had some good bets as well further earlier on in the video. I noticed we've got a new Team Bankroll member joining the show. Hi, Teddy. I can see.
He needs a T-shirt. You need to get him a T-shirt.
I know exactly. We've got to send him a little one.
He'll grow out of it in 6 weeks.
Really? Okay. All right. Finally, so coming to...
Look at the size of him. He's 2.
I know.
Come on.
I know. Well, how tall are you, Stuart?
I'm 6'5", so nearly 2 meters tall.
6'5". There we go. Everyone thinks that I'm tall when they meet me, but wait until you meet Stuart. Okay, we got 2 matches left. Barcelona versus Huesca. Martin, I was quite interesting to see this one. I was thinking, are you going to win to 0? Do a win to 0?
Yeah,
I do.
Yeah, I am. I'm going for win to 0 in this one. Barcelona looking very good at the moment. They haven't conceded in their first 2 games. Win to 0 both times. Yeah. Huesca, they have been pretty good in front of goal actually since they've come up. But I just think Barcelona's possession dominance just allows them to win games to 0. It's very hard to get a look in against them. It's very hard to muster up much in the way of attacking threat. They are a lot more tighter under Ernesto Valverde than they were previously. So I'm going to keep riding this Barcelona win to 0 train until it kicks me off. And I got 1.7 this week.
Yeah, well, listen, I saw you on that train whilst we were doing these shows, and I decided to join the train with you. So, win to nil, 1.7 is what I found. I was actually quite surprised by West Ham because I thought that they were going to win the mighty crown. But so far, so good, surprisingly, in 6. And they have been scoring goals there. What do they score? 4 goals so far? Quite surprising in front of goal, but I am going to jump on that train because I agree with everything that Martin said there. So win to nil, Barcelona at home, 1.7. Finally, the last game, and I can see somebody, and this is Real Betis versus Sevilla. And I think I'm going to jump. Well, I was going to go. Actually, we'll start off. I was going to go for the Sevilla win. I can see Prognosticos Deportivo says a Sevilla win and over 2.5 goals. But start off with Alex. What do you like?
Yeah, he might be a fan of Sevilla. This is why he's saying that Sevilla will win. He referred that Sevilla is rojo y blanca, the colors of Sevilla. This is another derby of Sevilla, the town of Sevilla, with the Real Betis and Sevilla. Huge history between the two sides. Actually, their fans from that town are half-half. So it will be an amazing atmosphere in the stadium. And again, I'm going for the Alex Classic at 1.85 because I think that they will give us an exciting match full of goals at the beginning of the season. Yes, Sevilla are, let's say, they have 60% with 40% possibilities of winning, but they still not impressed me so far. So I'm going for the Alex Classic 1.85.
So that makes the second Alex Classic of the show, and I will make it the third.
And the last.
So we did the over 2.5 goals. There we go. Alex Classic 1.86. I'm just going to bring up the odds. A lot of people are saying both teams to score. I think it's low as a single bet. I'm just going to. Do you know what the odds are for it, just for both teams to score?
Yeah, low odds.
Yeah, 1 point exactly. Yeah, because that actually was my first thought, was just a simple both teams to score bet. 1.53 is the most you can get there with 10 bets. Larry put on the chat here, both teams to score simple. Barca man pushing it, both teams to score and the over 3.5 goals. There we go, 2.27. I'm just sticking with the Alex Classic 1.86. So whoever thought that we would do over 2.5 Alex Classics won. All right, so that wraps at the end of the show. What I'm going to do is, guys, normally I just ask for your nap and your two-team parlay. If you can, just go through all the bets that you gave very, very quickly, just so if anybody wants to wrap it down or write it down or they missed anything. I thought that might be kind of a cool format. Do you want to start us off, Alex?
Yes, sure. Starting with the Premier League, Everton versus Huddersfield. Everton to win and over 1.5 at 1.91. Arsenal and over 1.5 goals at 1.85 versus Cardiff. Monaco Marseille Alex Classic at 1.9. Hannover versus Dortmund and over 1.5 goals at 1.82. Bayern and over 2.5 goals at 1.75 and Bayern halftime full-time at 1.9. Milan versus Roma over 2.5 goals at 1.89. Inter to win and over 1.5 goals against Bologna at 1.95. Napoli and over 1.5 goals against Sampdoria at 1.85. Valencia straight win 2.15. Sevilla away at Betis. Alex Classic both teams to score in the over 2.5 at 1.85. Double, it's Arsenal plus Dortmund straight wins. And my nap of this weekend, Inter to win and over 1.5 goals at 1.95.
Awesome stuff. Okay, Martin, over to you. Take a breath.
Deep breath, everyone. Get ready.
Write down these winners.
Oh, well, I hope so. Crystal Palace to beat Southampton, 2.02. Everton -1 Asian handicap against Huddersfield at 1.94. You have Arsenal a 0.75 Asian handicap versus Cardiff at odds of 1.78. Not sure about this one really, but I'm going to go for it anyway. Burnley +1 Asian handicap versus Man United at +1.75. Lille draw no bet away at Angers 2.21. Going for the mustard men at even money to beat Caen Cow, however you say that. Bloody name.
Teddy will probably be able to tell you.
Speaks a lot better French than I do at 2 years old. Hoffenheim and under 4.5 goals versus Freiburg, 2.05. Bayern Munich half-time, full-time versus Stuttgart at 1.9. Lazio to beat Frosinone at 1.9. To nil. Lazio win to nil against Frosinone, 1.9. Atletico Madrid straight win against Celta Vigo, 1.82. Barcelona to beat Huesca to nil, 1.7. So there you have it. For my banker, I think I'm going to go with Everton -1 Asian handicap. Been very impressed with the Toffees so far this season. Not really into doubles too much. I'll put Barcelona and Bayern.
Barcelona, Bayern. Okay. Stuart, your turn. What have you got? What's the slate that you've got for this weekend summed up?
Yeah, I've only got 6 matches, so I won't take as long. Southampton to win in Crystal Palace versus Southampton. The first of the crazies, 4.38 with Pinnacle. Dijon, that's the way we say it, Martin, against Stade Malherbe Caen at 1.95 over William Hill. We're both on that one, so I really hope that wins. Monaco to win against Olympique Marseille playing at home, 2.8 with Bet365. Now we're into the interesting ones. My banker, Wolfsburg to win against Bayer Leverkusen away, 5.5 with Pinnacle. If you're going to go big, you might as well go big. It's my banker. I'm taking it. And then I'm going to go on to my double as well, the next 2 in my double. So Mönchengladbach to win away against Augsburg, 2.73. And Empoli to win away against Chievo Verona, 3.3 with Bet Victor.
Awesome stuff. Listen, go big or go home. Liverpool -1, 1.75. Liverpool -1.5. What's my next one? Crystal Palace at home, priced 2. Everton -1, 1.92. Then I'm going for Arsenal -1. Odds of 2. Then I'm going for Bayern Munich in the over 2.5 goals, 1.75. The Schalke win at 1.8. Barcelona versus Huesca. Barcelona win to nil at 1.7. Atlanta versus Cagliari. I didn't even. No, I didn't. Did I mention that one? I didn't mention that one, did I? No, I didn't. I am going for Atlanta versus Cagliari. Atlanta -1 at 1.93. AC Milan versus Roma, over 2.5 goals at 1.89. Real Betis versus Sevilla, the classic, at 1.86. That's both teams to score and the over 2.5 goals. Atletico Madrid win at 1.87. So I think I've mentioned all of them. My nap is going to be, or my banker is going to be Bayern Munich in the over 2.5 goals, with my parlay being the Atlanta win, and I think it's I'm combining that with the Everton win as my 2-team parlay. So there we go, guys. We keep a record every week of our bets. We do not sell our picks. We are simply giving them to you just to help you along with your stuff. Maybe, you know, the idea is basically listen to the show, listen to what we got to say, and then obviously do your homework as well, and also manage your bankroll. That's something really important. If you ever have any questions for us, hit us up on Twitter. We've got @NeedForTips, @TipsTheHQ, and @MartinW Green, or messages us any questions that you have. We are here to help and do our best. So listen, big thank you to Team Bankroll for coming on again every Thursday, and to you watching. Next week we have the Nations League. Very exciting. We're going to start filming on Tuesday for the matches that start from the 6th of September. A lot of old faces joining us, as well as new ones, and the regular faces as well. And we're pretty much covering every single game. So we're hopefully the one-stop shop for Nations League there, the new tournament started this season. Big thank you, Team Bankroll, and to everybody watching.
Bye, guys.